Good morning. It's good to see you today. We have not been with you for a few weeks. Had a lot of things going on here in northern Louisiana, from hospital emergencies to gospel meetings to various things. But it's good to be back with you. Come on with us to John chapter 6 today. John 6, it's after the feeding of the 5,000. Jesus tries to get away, and the people come and they find him. And in John 6, verse 26, the Lord has to rebuke the people. He says, "Most assuredly, I say to you, you seek me not because you saw the signs, but because you ate of the loaves and were filled." I want you to consider the idea that you can seek Jesus. These people were seeking Jesus. Is it wrong to seek Jesus? Well, it depends upon your motives. These people, their motives were not pure. If our motives for seeking Jesus are not right, then it is all in vain. So the question I wanted to pose to you this morning is, why do people seek Jesus? Why do people attend a certain church? Well, and let's just make a list. One reason is a lot of folks, the only thing they're interested in is what's in it for them, namely carnal things. We could be talking about money, especially looking at preachers. We could be talking about, of course, people just interested in physical food, like these folks are following Jesus for the loaves, wanting him to effectively just be their gravy train, if you will. But that's how a lot of folks are. Another thing, though, is a lot of folks they attend a certain church, if you will, just out of tradition. They've always gone there ever since they were a little kid, and that's just where they're going to keep on going. That's how they've always done it. They go for no other reason than tradition. Then you have folks who go to a certain place just because of family. Their mom and dad went there, their grandma and grandpa went there, all their aunts and uncles, all their cousins go there, and that's where they go. It just becomes effectively, they look at it as a family reunion. Another reason is I think sometimes folks go just out of boredom. They just like the social aspect of it, and they just treat it as a social gathering. It's just a get together for them. Yet another reason might be, you remember how Herod treated John the Baptist and Jesus? That he just liked to hear him. He wasn't interested in obeying. I think a lot of folks, they just like to hear his sermon, but they're not interested in obeying. Another reason might be a lot of folks go to church just because they have to. They know what the Bible says. They don't really want to, but they feel like they have to. There's probably other reasons we could list. We need to make sure that we're following the Lord for the right reasons. We need to make sure that it's out of love, understanding that Jesus has the words of life. And that's what Peter understood. In verse 68, Simon Peter says, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of life." And that's why we need to be seeking the Lord. And that's the only reason we love him and we want to learn from him. God bless you. Be a blessing to others. Hope to see you tomorrow.